Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and before we go any further, please subscribe to my button. It's either on this side or this side of the screen. Don't forget to hit on the subscribe button, hit on the notification bell as well, so that you're notified when I upload a new video. So as the title says, today we're going to talk about blushes, and primarily what is a blush. Blush is something which kind of brings you color to your face. It can be the colors could be of your choice and which could suit your skin tone, but primarily they used to use a lot of pinks as blush, but that doesn't necessarily mean it suits all skin tones. I'll show you a few colors which are currently there on, not that I have every one of them, but I think I have the main ones. So we'll just see what are the colors that are actually are there, and you could choose the one which you like, as in terms of color and something which suits you as well. So, and apart from the colors, there are a couple of textures as well. There is a powder texture, and there is also a creamy texture, and there is also a liquid blush. So you have kind of three different ones, and I'll show you a few. So the first one I have here is by Stila, and this is a quad like this. Rather, it's got an eyeshadow over here, and there are two blushes over here, and usually I would go for a shade like this, and I will also apply it on my face and show it to you. I'll apply one side a powder and one side a liquid so that you would know how it is. And there's something like this. This is from Milani. So if you see the shade, it's a very peachy kind of a shade. I won't do much of the swatches on my hand because I'm not sure how it will kind of translate, because the color of the skin on my hand and my face differs a lot. So this may not be a true swatch as far as the skin tone match is concerned, but definitely you will get to see the color. If I have to do a swatch of these, so these are a little more powdery, and of course when we take with the brush it won't be so much of a content, but just for you to have a look at the shades that are there. And this one is by Anastasia and it comes with three shades like this. So you have a nice bright pink, a lighter pink, and then a kind of a peachy kind of a color. So out of these three, I would usually go with this shade, or I would kind of twirl the brush towards all three shades. That's the way I use it, but I may not use these two independently. This would suit my skin better, or rather it's my preference, or I try to believe that this suits me better. So that's there. And then we have something like this from MAC, and this is like a blush and highlighter, and I'll tell you why if I put that over here. So if you see the sheen it gives, so it serves like a dual purpose, like it's a blush and a highlighter as well. So when you apply something like this, you don't have to use a highlighter, so it's got a sheen as well. So if I do blend it out, you get the color and there is a sheen there. Apart from this, we have a liquid highlighter, and this is by Nars. This is like a pinky. It's one of their famous cult favorite. It's it's in the shade Orgasm. This little goes a long way, so I'm just going to apply this over there. So that's how this looks. And apart from that, there are these kind of cream blushes. This is again from Stila, and this is the shade which I use. You can see I've hit pan on this. So this is something. So there are the different textures that are available. So if you ask me why should you apply blush, I would say that it adds a lot of color. It brings the warmth in your face. So right now I'm wearing a little bit of eyeshadow, lipstick and things, but I'm not wearing a blush. So you will see the difference. It brings it, it gives a lovely color to your face, and it kind of makes you look healthy. It gives like a healthy glow. Of course, it depends on how you apply. So it gives a nice healthy looking skin, and like I just worked out kind of a look also. Depends on, again, it depends on how you apply it. So it makes you look a little healthy. It gives you that color and it makes you look happy and things like that. So that's one of the main reasons. And tools for applying blush is, I would take a fluffy brush like this for powder highlighters, and if I want to use cream blush, I would first use what you call my fingers, and then kind of blend it out with this, or blend it with a sponge as well, however you feel. So we'll need brushes. Prefer a fluffy brush like this for powder, and more dense brush like this for a liquid. So without any further ado, I'll apply one side cream and one a liquid, and one side powder highlight. I'll use this shade over here. So I'm picking a brush like this. This is a Real Techniques blush brush. So I'm going to take the product, tap the excess off, because we don't want too much. We can always build it up, and it should always come from, just go in the circular motion. And I always prefer, I do this, I bring it from the temples, I mean not from here, basically from here, and I go it in this circular motion. And I would leave it like that. So the blush should end like, if I keep my two fingers like this, it should end here. We shouldn't be bringing blush beyond this point. If I keep two fingers over here, the blush should stop rightfully here. And then blend it nicely. So you can see the difference between this side and this side. This side has no blush, and this side, it gives a nice kind of healthy look to the skin. And I would definitely take a little blush and just go very little on my nose, just like that, so that it's not just color here and here, there's something a little bit. So I just do this. So now we'll go to this side of the, so I'm just going to take a denser brush like this, and I'm going to take this shade because it's something similar to the powder one which I took, and I'm going to just dab it in like that. Again, the same technique. I'm just going to so if you have a round face like me, as in where you want to kind of make your face look more chiseled. So this is not by any way contouring or any way, it's just you take the blush a little bit higher so that your face kind of looks, you're trying to give it more of a chiseled look. But if you have, by nature, if you have a very narrow face and you want to make it look broader, then you kind of concentrate the blush only on the apples of your cheeks and don't take your blush high up like the way I've taken. You always apply highlighter. The next step is highlighter. You always apply highlighter once you're done with your blush. So you have applied what you call the blush, and your highlighter goes on the top of your cheekbones over here. So the next thing, if you want to apply highlighter, you can do that as the next step. Otherwise, this is it. And another thing is, just make sure that your lipstick and your blush should kind of match. I use these kind of shades because my lipstick is more lean towards these kind of nudes and browns, and I do wear a lot of pinks, and that's when I use this kind of a pink shade and things. And again, I do wear a lot of peachy kind of a lipsticks, then I go in with something like this. So don't give a stark difference for your lipstick. When you're wearing a brown lipstick, don't wear pink blush. So just bear that in mind, and don't let the lip color and this clash too much. It shouldn't be like two different spectrums of color. So let me know what you think about this video, and hope this was useful. And until my next video, and this will be a part of that 101, I'll try to create a playlist so that you have all the ones where I talk about highlighting and blush and ironing the hair. I think that's all I've done so far. So I'll link all that in the playlist, so if you're interested, do watch. And until my next video, bye bye.